Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to discuss translating procedure texts. Specifically, we'll focus on drug labels and instructions. Let's start with drug labels. Ali, what do you think are the main challenges in translating them?
Good morning, Mum. I think one of the biggest challenges is the technical terminology. Drug labels often use specific medical terms that may not have direct equivalents in other languages.
I agree, Ali. Additionally, there's also the issue of regulatory differences. What's acceptable in one country might not be in another. For example, dosage instructions can vary widely.
Excellent points. It's crucial to be aware of the target audience and their understanding of medical terms. When translating drug labels, how would you approach unfamiliar terminology?
I would look for context clues in the surrounding text and consult reliable medical dictionaries or databases. It's important to ensure accuracy since it directly affects patient safety.
Yes, and I think it's also important to consider the cultural context. Some terms or instructions might need to be adjusted to fit the cultural understanding of the target audience.
Exactly, Sidi. Now let's move on to translating instructions. What are some key factors to consider when translating instructional texts?
Clarity is essential. The instructions must be straightforward and easy to follow. If they're too complicated, users might misunderstand them.
Right. I also think that the format matters. Some instructions might need to be visually structured, like using bullet points or numbered lists, to make them easier to digest.
Good observation, Ali. What about the tone of the instructions? How should that be handled in translation?
The tone should remain consistent with the original text. For example, if the original is formal, the translation should also be formal. This maintains professionalism, especially in medical contexts. I also think it's important to adapt the language to the audience. If the instructions are for a general audience, they should avoid jargon and be more conversational.
Very insightful. Remember, whether it's drug labels or instructions, the goal is to ensure that the end user can understand and safely follow the information provided.
Thank you, Mom. This discussion has really clarified a lot for me.
Yes, thanks. I feel more prepared to tackle these translations now.
I'm glad to hear that. Let's continue practicing these concepts in our next assignment.